everyone, welcome to another video. My name is Prisma, also known as Gemverse. Today I'm using a different mic to film this. I'm using my Blue Yeti instead of my normal mic that I have connected to my PC, so if it sounds a little bit different, I don't know, if I sound a little bit quiet, it's because I'm trying to control my tone of voice because I sound extremely loud in my ears, so just don't focus on that too much if it sounds bad, okay? I promise I'll fix it one day. In this video, I decided to build a cottage kind of house for my life and death household that I'm going to be using to play with the pack. I have been planning on doing this for a couple days now, I think, since Life and Death came out. It's currently Monday the 4th at 1 a.m. I built this, I think, 2 days ago now, but I wanted to get it out to you guys by today, so it'll probably be like 11 hours after I'm filming this that you're seeing this video, which is kind of crazy. The house that I'm building was inspired by an actual Romanian house that I saw on Google. I will put in a picture here to show you guys. I tried to follow it as closely as I could. It's obviously not extremely accurate. There's a couple things that are different. I'm pretty sure the actual house doesn't have like the little addition on the back, but I felt like I needed more space, so I added that. And the reason that I chose to model it after a Romanian house is because the pack is actually inspired by Romania, or the world at least. I'm pretty sure it's more specifically inspired by Transylvania. So I wanted to use the same architectural style that, you know, I see in some Romanian houses and make a nice little build out of it. At first, I thought I was just going to build a random house, like something gothic, but I don't know. The family that I made, they're gothic, but they're also not. It's hard to explain. It's like there's a mix of people in it, so I wanted it to feel like it was both dark and moody and also at the same time light and bright and just playful, so hopefully that comes across when you see the final house. I'm not going to go super into depth about who's going to be living here because I do want to make a video playing for the first time. I actually haven't even jumped into game for this yet, except when I took screenshots for some thumbnails. Also, sorry if you can hear the wind in the background. It's very, very, very windy outside today, and I can't really do anything about it because my window's closed and so are my blinds, so just ignore that. In terms of the family, it's quite small. I tried not to do anything crazy. I feel like I just made what came to me in my mind first when I was creating them or thinking about creating a family. I knew instantly that I wanted to do an adult sim instead of a young adult, which is what I usually do. So I created an adult sim. Her name is Maud. You'll meet her soon. And then I decided I needed someone that I could use for other aspects of the pack, like the actual death part in Life and Death. So I made her parents. I have kind of a plan of who I want to go, not because I don't like them or anything. I actually love how they turned out, and it's going to be very, very sad when they actually do die. They're both elders, so it's probably going to be a game of chance, but honestly, hopefully it turns out the way I want it to. I don't know. I did give them all new traits from the pack. I think there was only 3 traits that came with the pack. It was the macabre trait, the skeptical trait, and the chased by death trait. So each one of the sims does have that. And I actually was going to make an extra sim in the household, probably a young adult or a teen or something, because I forgot that there was multiple careers that came with this pack, and originally I had only planned for Maud to be a funeral director, and I wasn't planning on having her parents be employed or anything, but then I remembered that we have the Grim Reaper career, so we're gonna have to see what I can work out with that. I think I have an idea of what I want to do, but not quite sure yet, so we'll see. As for the world in this pack, I also haven't really explored that. I've seen a few things. I don't really know if anyone's posted about the world on social media. I know there are obviously like YouTube videos and stuff, and I have seen a few, but mainly of gameplay and stuff. And when I jumped into live mode to take some screenshots, I just looked around a little bit. I didn't really do anything. I looked at the houses and the buildings and everything, and obviously in the world map view you can see the households, which, by the way, I looked at some of the households. I haven't played with any of them, but they all look super cool. I'm really, really excited about that. I know Nervous Subject and his mother are finally back, which, yay. I have been waiting for this for years. I don't sound very excited right now, but trust and believe I am very excited. But I think he actually goes by a different name now. I think it's Nyan. I saw some people talking about that on Twitter about how like maybe they didn't like the change or they wanted Nervous to keep his, you know, name, but I think it's kind of funny that he changed it, and I think it's very fitting because Nervous wasn't his chosen name. It was something that, you know, they gave to him because he was a subject. So I think it's kind of cool that he has a different name now and he's free to live with his mom and live his best life. As for the other Sims, I don't really know much about their households. They're new to me. I saw a few of the actual Sims wandering the world. They looked really cool, by the way. Whoever made the Sims, whoever worked on these Sims and like made their faces and everything, you're a genius, because I looked at Miss Spectre and she is just, wow, she's so gorgeous. I love her. As well as obviously the other townies. Everybody in this town is pretty, and I'm so serious about that. Anyways, back to the world. I got a little bit off track there. Yeah, the world is absolutely gorgeous. I think they did an incredible job with it. I love that it's separated into 3 very, very different sections of Ravenwood. I think each one has so much character and charm in its own way. Obviously, I don't know the name of the neighborhood that I built this house in, but it's the main big one with like the festivals and stuff. I kind of wanted to just be closer to town square and stuff like that, so that's why I built it here. It's on like I think it's the Crow's Perch lot, and I'm pretty sure it's like a 30 by 20 or something, but when I'm looking at this right now it looks huge, so I don't know, maybe it's bigger than that. I did see that we have some like rabbit hole buildings in the world, which are really cool. I don't know about the other neighborhoods because I haven't actually traveled there or like played in them yet, but I know in this one we have the town hall and then like some like random rabbit hole like homes. I'm not sure what they do. I forgot the names of them, but they looked really cool, and I like that you can like go in them and haunt them as ghosts, which I know about because it's a little option when you click on it. But that's like everything I know about the world, like summed up. I really don't know anything else. The pack itself is so well done and made, and obviously maybe, you know, take this with a grain of salt because I haven't actually played with a lot of the features yet, but if you saw my Create a Sim video, which hopefully you did, if you didn't, it's the video before this one if you want to check that out. I cover all of the Create a Sim items from Life and Death, and actually after I uploaded it I realized that I did not check the male, child, toddler, or infant sim items that came with the pack, which I'm so sorry. I know, I don't know how I forgot that, and I haven't checked at all since I uploaded it, so I have no idea what came with it, but I'm sure they're beautiful and gorgeous just like everything else was. Every single item that came with it was so good. I don't even know, like, I honestly knew that it was gonna be, you know, a little bit more gothic or, you know, different to what we usually get, but I didn't expect it to be that good. I mentioned in the video that a lot of the items reminded me of things that we would have gotten with The Sims 3, especially like Supernatural and Midnight Hollow and stuff like that, and I just can't stop thinking about it because they're all so unique, and I feel like we don't often get items like that in The Sims where you're looking at them and you're like, wow, we really don't have anything like this in game. Aside from like the t-shirt, which is like only one of the items out of like the, I don't even know how many shirts or whatever that came with the pack for males and females, everything is so different, which I love, and I will be using all of them at one point or another because I love my gothic dark households. You guys know that probably from the amount that I've talked about The Sims 3 Supernatural. I'm also a huge fan of The Sims 3 Roaring Heights, and you can probably guess why. Actually, you probably can't because I've never said this, but I am a huge film enthusiast. I also love history, and I think some of the hairs that came with this pack specifically, like there's one that has like finger waves, and then there's one for the male Sims that looks so much like an old Hollywood, you know, hairstyle that you would have seen on like a male in those movies. Gosh, I really hope you guys can't hear this wind because it's really going crazy. It wasn't like this before I decided to film, by the way, so it's really hating me right now. And I think I've covered pretty much like everything that I actually wanted to talk about, so let's go and talk about the house a little bit. I'm not good with layouts. I'm not good with house layouts at all. And if you've seen me building, you probably know that. I tend to make every room a square and my layouts don't make any sense. But I thought that kind of fit with this house because, I don't know, I wanted it to feel random. I think I achieved that pretty well. As for the furniture that I used, I tried to stick to a lot of the items that came with Life and Death just because obviously this is going to be for Life and Death gameplay, so I wanted to be able to play with the actual objects that came with it. I did, however, stray from that pack and use some items from other packs mainly because half of the items that came with this pack in terms of furniture were very modern and just not my style. Like I said, I wanted this house to feel older and random and eclectic and have a bunch of charm, and I feel like, I don't know, some of the items that came with the pack just like really weren't for me, and I don't find myself using or gravitating towards items like that, which is fine. Okay, don't come at me for that. I like things with their old charms. But I did use a lot of the items from the pack. I ended up actually not using any of the couches because even though there was an option for like a modern one and then like a normal one, the other couch just like, I don't know, something about it wasn't calling to me. So I ended up going, I think, with a couch that came with growing together, if I'm not mistaken. You'll see that in a bit when I like actually put more furniture in. Right now I'm doing the office, probably on your screen. I don't know. I have to edit this voiceover after I finish, but hopefully it matches up. But the office was intended to be for Maud, and then I ended up making it as like a all people kind of space so that her father and her mother could also use it. I threw some of the tarot paintings in there, which, by the way, those are amazing. I love those. Whoever did the art for those needs a raise. And then here you'll see that I've basically laid out a bunch of the furniture and items that I wanted to use, and I'm gonna just start placing them everywhere because, I don't know, it's just faster this way for me. I ended up putting the tarot tent in the backyard because, I don't know, I had never planned to use the tarot originally. I kind of forgot about it, which, I mean, is kind of odd to say because this pack, I feel like, is very much, you know, involved with stuff like that, and the announcement or the teaser or whatever was tarot cards, so I should know that, but I forgot. But I ended up putting it in the backyard so maybe Maud's mother could use it. I used some items from the recent kits that we got, like the artist studio kit. I used the easel from that one because that's a beautiful easel. I really do love it. I've used it a couple times now. And I also didn't want the house to be like super empty. I wanted it to look cluttered, and I also wanted to have uses, like skill items and stuff that they could actually play with, so that's why I put the easel there. I did also end up putting the pet crow in the living room because I didn't really know where else to put him. You guys will meet him in a video soon. I love him a lot. I'm excited that we got a pet crow, I can't lie to you. We don't have birds in this game. We did in The Sims 3, okay? I'm gonna keep bringing that up because I love The Sims 3, and I think their expansion packs had a lot of good stuff in them that we don't have here, like birds. Okay, why don't we have birds? That should have been in pets, or cats and dogs, or whatever. But I think the crow thing is really cool. In Maud's room, I put a bunch of the, like, funeral furniture in it. There's I think the, like, funeral podium or pedestal, I don't know what it's actually called, as well as, like, the little flower display. And I ended up putting some tools above that stuff because, I don't know, maybe she uses them for something. I think originally I had planned for her to be an embalmer. I can't even lie. I thought I was gonna make her an embalmer. That's kind of what she started as, but then I was like, wait, but I kind of want to play with a funeral director, so I don't know. It was very much a choice that I made on the spot when I was playing the actual game and put them in their house for the first time. The rest of her room is super dark. You can probably tell. I went for like this brown blue theme. I made her room a lot different from her parents because she is a lot different from her parents. Her father is also kind of a dark, moodier sim. I imagine that he's lived in Ravenwood for pretty much his entire life, and she was raised here, so she's got a lot of that Ravenwood energy. And her mother was not born in Ravenwood, but she has lived here for quite a while, so I tried to still integrate that Ravenwood, you know, look into their bedroom, but also make it a little bit brighter because her mom is very bright and very eclectic, and she is a lot different to the Sims that live in this town. The living room, I think, came out pretty well, to be honest. For me not being such a great decorator or layout planner or whatever. I think honestly it might be one of my favorite rooms in the house. To be quite honest with you, the dining room slash like kitchen area is not my favorite because I don't know, it just like ended up as one big room, and that's not really my thing, but I also didn't want to make it too many rooms so that it was like separated because, I don't know, I just wanted it to have more of an open feel. I did want to say something about the kitchen really quick. I know I already probably made it by the time that I'm saying this. The counters that came with Life and Death, I was originally gonna use, and then I looked at them in the house and I was like, this just it's not working for me. And I think it's because they're so modern looking. They have very fancy, you know, countertops and handles and everything, and I wanted something that was a little bit more worn, where you could see the years that they had been in the house and the use that they were getting. So I think I ended up going with some from the Country Kitchen kit, or stuff pack. Is that a kit or a stuff pack? I think it might be a stuff pack. I think they look pretty nice. The black, I went with the black because I was like, you know, I want it to be darker. I don't know if it was the right choice. I feel like it looks a little bit weird, like in comparison to the rest of the house. Maybe I should have chosen a brown or something, but I don't know. I left it like that just because I honestly couldn't be bothered to change it. I thought it was nice and I had already done it, so whatever. But yeah, that's just my little spiel about the counters that came with Life and Death, which are very beautiful, don't get me wrong. I just didn't see them working for this house in particular. I did also use a little bit of custom content for this house. I wasn't planning on it, but there were a few things that I wanted to include. In the kitchen specifically, I was using a lot of Rustic Sims IRL kitchen set, mainly for the like bowls and like trays and stuff, and the little water tower, which I think is so cute. It reminds me of my dad when I was younger, going to fill up the gallons of water that we had that he used for his coffee. So I put that in there, just, you know, I don't know, I thought it was cute. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have much else to say about this build. I think it's come out really nice, actually. I don't hate it for once. I usually don't like my builds because they take me forever and then I just end up hating them anyways and it feels like a waste of time, but I don't know, I actually do like how this one came out and I'm excited to play in this house and with this pack and everything, so I hopefully will have a video of me playing that up soon. I am gonna put a little disclaimer here. I am having surgery for my wisdom teeth in a couple days, I think literally tomorrow from the day I'm recording this. So probably not gonna be as many uploads or anything in a little while. I'll try and film the Life and Death gameplay, or at least the first video today, so that I can get it out to you guys pre-recorded or edit it while I'm in bed healing. Yeah, don't expect me to be like churning out content or anything. Not that I am now, because obviously I'm very sporadic with when I post content and stuff, but yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that. But that's pretty much it for me. So I will, I guess, see you guys later. I hope you enjoyed this. I know I haven't really done a speed build before. I've done like building, but it's like real time. So hopefully this video is just as entertaining, and hopefully I didn't bore you with my voice or my talking or anything. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you so much. I love you all. Thank you for your very nice comments and all your kind words on my past videos that I've posted. I'm trying to get back to posting more consistently, so hopefully you guys are enjoying the content that I put out. But yeah, that's it. That's all you're gonna get from me, so enjoy the video. Thank you for watching. If you did like the video, leave a like, subscribe. You know the drill. I say this at the end of all my videos. But yeah, I will see you guys in a new video soon. I love you all very much.